Hello everyone, I'm Jenni Matthews, Head of Marketing for MRI On Location for Footfall Analytics, formerly known as MRI Springboard, and I'd like to share with you the monthly highlights from the last month. MRI Software is a leading provider of real estate software solutions that transform the way communities live, work and play. MRI's open and connected AI-first platform empowers owners, operators and occupiers in commercial and residential property to innovate in rapidly changing markets. We have been a trailblazer in the PropTech industry for over 5 decades, serving more than 6 million users worldwide. In this short webinar, we take a look at footfall performance throughout January 2024, where footfall dipped marginally from last year, despite the adverse weather conditions and rail strike action, plus the ongoing financial pressures facing many households still. Footfall across UK retail destinations fell by around 20% from December to January, which aligns with historical trends of footfall declining by an average of around 18%. However, this drop in activity was marginally higher in high streets than the national benchmark, and the fact that it was also slightly higher than the historical trend also brings to the forefront that consumers are approaching January with caution, following excessive spending throughout December. Compared with 2023 levels, footfall was only marginally lower across the UK and 1.4% lower in high streets. This again aligns with the historical trend of footfall declining by an average of -1.3% from 2009 to 2020. What this highlights is a positive story that despite the ongoing economic challenges and overall cost of living burdens facing households, consumers appear to be navigating these pressures well. What should also be factored in is that households yet to witness a rise in mortgage payments are likely to consider these factors when planning their spend for the year ahead. January was bookended with severe weather and travel disruptions across the UK, but this failed to dampen activity within UK's high streets, with only a marginal drop in footfall witnessed during the first week and a rise of 4.4% in the final week of the month, when storms Isha and Jocelyn caused chaos across parts of the UK. With much of the weather disruption occurring throughout the weekday period, it was encouraging to see a rebound in weekend footfall by around 2.5% year-on-year across high streets, compared with a decline of almost 3% during the week. This was driven by a rise in weekend activity during weeks 3 and 4, averaging 3.7%, which followed the storms. The start of the month saw footfall decline week on week by an average of 4.3% during the weekend, compared with a marginal drop of 1.1% throughout the week. This is a sign of consumers tightening their purse strings, as payday for many would have been the week before Christmas. However, a rising footfall during week 4 of January coincides with payday for many across the UK. At a regional level, high streets in the southwest and Greater London appear to be the clear winners in January, seeing marginal rises in activity year on year throughout the month. However, the areas which were likely to be hardest hit with rail disruptions and adverse weather conditions can be seen here in the chart, with significant declines in footfall in the southeast and east of England. So what can we expect as we head into February? We can see from January's footfall figures that there was a post-Christmas slump. However, the first half of February, should I say, the retail sector and businesses which rely on visitors travelling in by train are set to face challenges with the number of planned rail strikes. However, half-term is partway through the month and there is optimism for retailers, as this does historically tend to deliver a much-needed surge in footfall following the festive period. Even more, we have the Easter break approaching as well, which is the second largest trading period for retail outside of Christmas, and this could serve as a double whammy for retail in the first quarter of 2024. If these monthly insights have whetted your appetite for more, then be sure to head online to subscribe for our benchmarks and get them delivered directly to your inbox weekly or monthly, or check out our resource library for the latest on-demand content. Thank you so much for listening.